Hello, my name is Anna Sorina Pova, and I am a classical pianist, a Tai Chi, Qigong, and meditation practitioner. And I am starting this series today to share with you some of the insights I've gained from my studies in Tai Chi, Qigong, and meditation, and how they can be applied to piano playing. So that by using these principles drawn from martial arts, our work at the piano is much easier and much more productive. My hope is that these tips will help you play the piano in a much more comfortable way. So it's been my experience that in the music world, we carry a legacy of belief that is connected to having to work hard in poor conditions, putting in daily hours of practice, and that up to a certain extent, we have to physically and mentally sacrifice or even suffer for our art. Now, I'm not here to tell you that we don't have to practice that every day, that sometimes we get to practice in less than ideal conditions. And even, dare I say, when we really don't feel like it. But I am here to tell you that if your body is comfortable and at ease when you play, you will probably want to practice tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. And that the experience of your daily work will be much, much more enjoyable and free. After all, the best part of studying music and practicing is solving musical problems, not putting up with the discomfort and perhaps body pain. So this material is based on the basic principle of being comfortable while moving at the keyboard. This is the bedrock of all music making. As one of my teachers said, sound is motion, and motion is also sound. So the quality of the movement of the keyboard will have a direct influence on the sound you create and also on the quality of life at the keyboard you will experience. To be comfortable in this context means to be at ease while moving. So here's something to try now, if you're willing. Find a motion in daily life that is simple for you to do. It could be reaching for a glass of water, it could be walking, it could be opening your arms to give somebody a hug, anything that's simple for you to do. So do this several times and feel how your body feels when doing that motion. What parts move in order to accomplish it? How does ease feel in your body? Do several of these repetitions and just notice. Because a key distinction that's made in martial arts and Qigong is that of imagination versus kinesthetic feeling of the body. So as you do this exercise in observing how ease feels in your body, do your best not to imagine how ease feels in your body, but to actually feel all the sensations that you receive while doing this motion. It's about paying attention. And now, let's try the opposite. Do a motion that's a little bit more uncomfortable for you to do. I don't know, try to touch your toes or stretch your arms forward so much. Ow, 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 ow. Or any other type of movement that you may not find as comfortable. And again, notice how that feels. Notice the strain. Notice the lack of ease. Notice the tension. And very importantly, notice the desire to stop. No one wants to do something that's uncomfortable for very long. Now that you've gotten a sense for how that feels, let's go to the piano. Choose a pattern that you're comfortable with, that is easy for you to play. It could be, I don't know, 5-finger pattern or something else. Whatever, anything really will do just fine. Pick something that's easy for you to do. And now notice how, when you are at ease, you feel a certain way. Notice, for instance, the simplicity of the movement, the smoothness, Perhaps even the delight that you get out of doing something that's so easy, that comes easily to you. And now, of course, we should try the reverse. Pick a pattern that's really difficult for you to do. I don't know, it could be chords, could be your latest passage, the music you're working on right now, and play it and notice how your body feels. Again, notice perhaps the strain, perhaps the tension, maybe even the desire to stop and disengage. In piano playing, it is so much more beneficial to strive for ease of movement rather than survival. Yes, we all have moments like that, but it's so much nicer to move something that used to be a survival moment into the ease category than to stay in the survival mode. This is part of why we practice. It's so much nicer to enjoy the movement as opposed to just survive through that passage. So, next time when you practice, feel how your body feels. Find out the places where you are comfortable and the places where you're not, and perhaps make your practice decisions based on that. I am sure you'll find that to be a much more productive and accomplished practice session than otherwise. Happy practice.